In the last video, you have already learned lesson number 2, the little red hen. Okay, now today, first let us solve this puzzle. So, take out your textbook, English textbook, New Voices, and open page number 16. Help the chick find its mother. Okay, so here children, you can see the picture of a chick in yellow color, and upon the head START is written. Okay, upon the head of chick START, start is written. So what you have to do, you have to start from there and help this chick find its mother, like this, with a pencil and by drawing line. Okay, now let us read the lesson first. Lesson number 2, title of the lesson is The Little Red Hen, page number 17. Once upon a time, while reading, children, you have to keep your finger on each word. Once upon a time, there lived a little red hen and her small chicks. They all lived in a tiny cottage. The chicks looked like soft golden balls. The little red hen worked very hard to feed her little chicks. She liked to sing and dance as she worked. One day, the little red hen was out walking with her friends, the lamb, the goose, and the cat. While they were walking and talking, she found a few grains of wheat. "Who will help me plant these grains?" she asked. "Not I," said the lamb. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. The little red hen looked at the grains of wheat. Then she looked at her friends. "Very well, I shall plant these myself," she said, and she did just that. Early one morning, the little red hen went out to see where she had planted the wheat. She saw tiny green sprouts coming out of the ground. She was very happy. The wheat she had planted was growing. "Hurry, come and look at the wheat," she cried to her chicks. The wheat grew and grew all summer. It slowly changed from green to golden yellow. "Who will pick me? Who will help me pick the wheat?" asked the little red hen. "Not I," said the lamb. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. The little red hen looked at the grains of wheat. Then she looked at her friends. "Very well, I shall pick the wheat myself," she said, and she did just that. She picked all the wheat and put it in a sack. Now it was ready to go to the flour mill to be made into fine flour. Early next morning, the little red hen said, "Who will help me take the wheat to the mill and have it ground into flour?" Not I, said the lamb. Not I, said the goose. Not I, said the cat. The little red hen looked at the sack of grain. Then she looked at the lamb, the goose, and the cat. Then I will take the wheat myself, she said, and she did. The next day, the little red hen baked a beautiful loaf of bread. She asked the lamb, the goose, and the cat, "Who will help me eat this beautiful loaf of bread?" "I will," said the lamb. "I will," said the goose. "I will," said the cat. "No, you won't," said the little red hen. "None of you help me. You did not want to work," she said. "I am going to eat the bread with my cheeks," said the little red hen, and she did. So children, I hope you all have practiced like this to read the lesson. Now let's do the textbook exercises based on this lesson. First question is, tick the correct answer. Number 1, the chicks were golden or green in color. Now the correct answer is golden. The chicks were golden in color. So tick on the golden. Number 2, the little red hen used to sing and dance or cry while working. The little red hen used to sing and dance while working. So put a tick on sing and dance. See how teacher has done. Number 3, the little red hen planted the sunflower seeds or grains of wheat. Yes, grains of wheat. So tick on grains of wheat. Number 4, during summer, the color of the wheat changed from green or red to brown or golden yellow. So during summer, the color of the wheat changed from green to golden yellow. So children, here you have to put a tick on green and then on golden yellow. Green to golden yellow. Okay. Now number 5, the lamb, goose and cat did not get the bread. They were happy or sad? Sad. Yes. So tick on sad. Now answer these questions. Now these questions you are going to, questions and answers you are going to write in English notebook number 1. So for your reference, just write here N dot B dot means notebook. Okay. Now next question is, fill in the blanks. One has been done for you. Number 1, one who farms is a farmer. Yes. Number 2, a person who reads is a reader. R-E-A-D-E-R, reader. Number 3, a person who teaches is a teacher. Yes. Number 4, a person who sings is a singer. S-I-N-G-E-R, singer. Number 5, a person who dances is a dancer. D-A-N-C-E-R, dancer. A person who cleans is a cleaner. C-L-E-A-N-E-R. Cleaner. So like this you have to fill the blanks with correct answers. Okay. Now look at these words related to farming. Write them in the correct boxes. Now given words are C-R-O-P crop, R-E-A-P reap, plant, seed, then S-T-O-R-E store and rot. Now children, here let's see the first word. Now here you can see R and P is written. So we have to find the word which is having letters R and P. Okay, so I think this is the crop. Am I right? Yes. So let's write here C-R-O-P, crop, and cut it from here as we have used it. Now next you can see here R. First letter is R and last word is P. Now you can check here from remaining words, the words starting from the letter R and ending with the letter P. Yes, it is this word, reap. R-E-A-P, reap. Okay, and cut it from here. Then this word is starting from the letter P and ending it with the letter T. So which word it can be? Yes, plant. P-L-A-N-T, plant, and cut it from the help box. Now look at the remaining words. And now here you can see T and E. Now in these remaining three words, which word is having letters T and E? And it should be 5-letter word. 5 letters word. S T O R E should be store. Okay. Now from S and ending with D, which word is remained here? Yes, seed. S-E-E-D, seed. Cut it from here. And now the remaining word is rot. R-O-T, rot. So like this you have to fill the correct boxes. Okay. Now let's read this. Read these sentences. This is my book. The cat is sleeping. The words in color are naming words. Means book and cat are naming words. They are names of people, things, animals or places. So all of you have learned naming words or nouns previously. Name all the things you see in this picture. So you have to write the names of things you see in this picture, like H-O-U-S-E, house. Then H-O-R-S-E, horse. R-A-B-B-I-T-S, rabbits. C-O-W, cow. G-O-A-T, goat, and many more. Okay, so see here how teacher has written and write like this. Okay, now read these sentences. Ram has a sister. Lucknow is in Uttar Pradesh. Look at the words in color. They are special names of people and places. We always use capital letters for special names of people, animals and places. Now children, here you can see Ram, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. These are all special names, and that's why they start with the capital letter. Underline the naming words in these sentences. Then circle special names one has been done for you. Raman is a doctor. Now here in this first sentence, the word Raman is circled because it is a special name, and the word doctor is underlined because it is a naming word. So children, here you have to circle the special names and you have to underline the naming word. Now number 2, he is feeding his pet dog Patches. Now children, here P-A-T-C-H-E-S, Patches is a special name, so circle it. And dog is a naming word, so underline it. Got it? Number 3, the cow is eating grass. Now here, can you see any special name? No. See children, special name always starts with capital letter. Remember this. So in this third sentence, there is no special name. So let's underline cow and grass as these are naming words. Okay. Now number 4, the bag is heavy. Now here also can you see any special name? No. So underline bag as it is a naming word or noun. Number 5, the sun is shining in the sky. Now here sun is a special name, so circle it. The sun is shining in the sky and underline the sky. You can see the capital letter for the word sun. Now number 6, Nina is a good girl. Now here Nina is a special name, so circle it. And girl is a naming word, so underline it. Okay, all of you understood? Now let's go to the next exercise. We can count most nouns like 1 and 2 or more, means singular noun and plural nouns. Singular nouns and plural nouns. A banana, singular noun. 2 bananas, plural noun. A dog, singular noun. 3 dogs, plural noun. A book, singular noun. 3 books means 2 or more books, so plural noun. But we cannot count all nouns. Which are they? Water. We can't say one water, two water, one water or two waters. No, never. Honey, one honey, more honeys, two honeys, three honeys. No, only honey. Water, honey. Bread, but not breads. Rice, but not rices. Cheese, but not cheeses. Milk, but not milks. Juice, but not juices. Soup, but not soups. Now how we will count them then? We have to say, or we can say, a glass of juice. Okay, and if there are two glasses or more juice, then we can say two glasses of juice or two packs of juice, but never say juices. Or soup, we can say a bowl of soup or two bowls of soup, but never say soups. Now look at the words in color. We use these words with nouns that we cannot count. See, a cup of tea or coffee. So how you will count tea or coffee? With a cup. A cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Like this you have to say. A loaf of bread. Then a glass of water or a glass of milk or a glass of juice. A bowl of sugar. Then a bag of rice or wheat. Like this you can count wheat. A bottle of water. Okay. Look at these pictures. Write what each object is. One has been done for you. Now here for butter you have to say a stick of butter. Okay, what you have to say? A stick of butter. Now for wheat, what you will say? A bag of wheat. Okay. For picture number 3, what will you say? A slice of bread. Now children, if it is a full bread, then you can say a loaf of bread. But here for this picture, you have to say a slice of bread. Then for picture number 4, what will you say? A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Then for picture number 5, a bowl of soup. A bowl of soup. And for picture number 6, a bottle of sauce. A bottle of sauce. So like this children, you have to write all these answers in your textbook. Now look at this word train and read the sentence. Now you can see some words are written on the train, word train. Now these are all jumbled words and we have to make a proper sentence by using these words. Now look at the first word train. There are words on, tree, the, is, the, monkey. Now here you can see after the word tree there is a full stop, means tree should be the last word, and you can see word the in the word the T is capital, so it should be the first word. So in between the and tree we have to fit other words to make it a proper sentence, means meaningful sentence. So it should be the monkey is on the tree. Yes. Now Create sentences with these sets of word trains. Number 1. In, sky, the, is, the, bird. Now after sky you can see the full stop. So the sky should be the last word. And you can see the capital letter of the word the. So it should be the first word. So in between the word the and the word sky you have to fit other words. So it should be the bird is in the sky. The bird is in the sky. Yes. Number 2. Rabbit the eats under tree the. First word should be the and the last word should be tree, because you can see the full stop after tree. So the sentence should be the rabbit is under the tree. Yes. Number 3. Roof on rooster the is. Now you can see here after roof there is a full stop. So it should be the last word. And you can see capital T in the word the. So it should be the first word. So our sentence should be the rooster is on the roof. Yes, the rooster is on the roof. Number 4. In the is sky rainbow the. The rainbow is in the sky. Yes, the rainbow is in the sky. Number 5. The fence near the is horse. The horse is near the fence. Yes. So you have to write sentences like this. Okay. Now here our test work or textbook work is finished. Now you have to write questions and answers in English notebook number 1. For that, first you have to write today's date in the red column. Then write lesson number 2, the little red hen. Then on the first line write dictation words. Okay. Then write numbers from 1 to 11 in the red column. And write all these dictation words. WORKED, worked. Number 2, PLANTED, planted. Number 3, CHANGED, changed. Number 4, GROUND, ground. Number 5, HELPED, helped. Number 6, DANCE, dance. Number 7, GROWING, growing. Number 8, SPROUTS, sprouts. Number 9, BEAUTIFUL, beautiful. Number 10, TINY, tiny. And number 11, SUMMER, summer. The next page write numbers from 12 to 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. And write these words. Number 12, GRAINS, grains. Number 13, LOAF, loaf. Number 14, PICKED, picked. And number 15, FLOUR, flower. Okay. After this, On the next page, write frame sentences. Number 1, tiny. The ant is a tiny animal, and you have to underline the given word tiny. Number 2, beautiful. The peacock is a beautiful bird. Underline the word beautiful. Number 3, looked. My brother looked out of the window. Underline the word looked. Then give opposites of. First, soft. Put a cross and write opposite of soft, that is hard. Number 2, found, lost. Sad, happy. Sad, happy. Number 4, beautiful, ugly. Then leave one line and write next question, that is give past tense of. Number 1, change, changed. Number 2, pick, picked. Number 3, plant, planted. Number 4, ask, asked. Okay, you have to add ed in all these 4 verbs to make past tense. Now next question is add ing to the given words. Number 1, walk. Add ing and it should be walking. Talk, talking. Grow, growing. Next question is who said to whom? Number 1, who will help me plant these grains? Answer, the little red hen asked her friends. Number 2, hurry, come and look at the wheat. Answer, the little red hen said to her chicks. Now answer the following questions in brief. Question number 1, what did the little red hen do when she found the grains of wheat? Answer, upon finding the grains of wheat, the little red hen asked her friends for help in planting them. When they refused, she planted the grains herself. Question number 2, the little red hen ate the bread with her chicks. Why? Answer, the little red hen ate the bread with her chicks because her friends had not helped with any of her work. Since they did not work, they did not deserve the fruits of hard work. Now question number 3. Did the lamb, the goose and the cat do a wise thing by not helping the little red hen? Answer, no. The lamb, the goose and the cat did not do a wise thing by not helping the little red hen. Question number 4. What do you think would have happened if they had helped her? Answer, if they had helped the little red hen, they would have got a chance to eat a beautiful loaf of bread with her. Question number 5. What stages did the grains go through to become a loaf of bread? Answer, first the grains were planted. Soon they started sprouting green leaves. They grew all summer and changed from green to golden yellow color. When they became ripe, they were picked and made into flour in a flour mill. The flour was finally baked into a loaf of bread? Children, I have already explained these answers in the previous video. Question number 6. Should we help others? Why? Answer: yes, we should help others, because if we help someone in need, we too will receive help from someone. So like this, finish writing all the questions and answers in English notebook number 1, and also finish the textbook work of this lesson. And keep smiling. Bye bye. See you.